Hey, what's up, everybody? All right, let's jump into the markets. This is TrendCloud Trading, and we are going to do some analysis today on gold and some agricultures, all futures. But if you do have anything that you'd like to see, just let me know. Just shout it out into the chat room, and let me get over to the chat over here on YouTube and see who's in there. All right, awesome. Very good. Excellent. Okay, guys. So great day yesterday, right? We did some trades yesterday. We had some really nice situations and capitalized on that. And that's what we try to do every single day, right? I'm looking at micro crude here right now, and we are forming the opening range breakout on the micro crude. So let's just take a look real quick at the trend. We've got an upward trend on the high time frame. Okay, we're using the 4-hour chart because we're in the futures market here. So we've got the 4-hour chart. The trend is up. You can see the candles are green and that trend cloud is green, right? Candles are green and your trend cloud is green. And we're even getting signals, very accurate signals, I must say, to the upside here on that 4-hour chart. Came into this level of supply here. Let's make this red. All right, that's that top part of that supply zone there, right there. Rally. It's just a rally and a drop. Actually, let's see. We can call this a rally base drop, and it broke through structure here and here. Right here. Broke through structure and broke through structure here. Okay. And what did it do? Made a reaction, finally came up here and hit, and this is where we broke through structure. And we're actually kind of bouncing off the bottom there. This is a very bullish candle that's forming here on the 4-hour chart, and it might be heading back up to this area for a deep pullback. But we are forming, always notice if you're forming higher lows, right? Here's your low, here's your higher low, and looks like this is going to be the higher low here. Okay. So attach a trend to that. You can put a trend line to that, and there you go. You can even put something like this, and you can see how it's in that channel. Okay. Very simple stuff, right, guys? Very simple stuff. Easy, very easy to draw that out. And the top of these lines here, okay, the top of this line, trend line, the bottom of this trend line, you can see that we're using that as support. So what we're looking at is, you know, possibly something like this happening, right? Right? That's what we're looking at. All right. Now, the only way to be sure that a classical charting pattern like this is actually a pattern is when it completes, right? So, well, how the heck does that help us? Well, you know, it does and it doesn't, right? So you have to look at this stuff and you have to say, okay, well, here's the channel. Let me pay attention when price comes down into this area, right? Let me pay attention when price pulls up into this area. And then you have a trade plan in place that will actually have little clues as to what this thing is going to do. And I always give the scenario of, you know, if you're watching a bus, go down the street, how do you know which direction the bus is going to go in, right? Well, it has blinkers. If the bus driver puts the left blinker on, and you're, you know, a mile away and you're looking at this thing with binoculars, you can see, oh, okay, he's probably going to go left. And then the bus makes a left. And you're like, okay, I was right about that. There are clues, right? What else? Well, maybe there's some construction going on up ahead. And you can say, I bet you when that bus gets over to that construction, it's going to slow down. And then it's going to have to either go left or right. So we can do that when we're looking at our charts, right? So this supply zone up here, it's like representing that construction site that's coming up ahead, right? So what's going to happen here? We've got some construction going on across the street, as you can hear. Um, so this is probably going to slow down when it starts to get up here, right? And then it's got to make a move. Well, it's probably either going to go sideways, it's going to break through it, or it's going to pull back. And that's what we have to try and decipher using our TrendCloud trading system to figure out what is the next move. Okay, I'm just going to shut that door, guys. Hang tight. All right. All right. There we go. That's better. A lot of construction. Lot of construction going on across the street. Okay. So that's the concept. Now, what is going on here? All right, let's get rid of this. And let's start focusing. Let's start focusing here on the opening range breakout. Now, the opening range breakout is a great technique or strategy, I should say, to use in the mornings because it happens every single day. And it gives you a little bit of context as to what price is going to do. So I really like using that for trading in the morning because I want to see if the opening range breakout fits the narrative on the other time frames. All right. So right now, the opening range has formed, and it looks like we're getting ready to break out to the upside. So does that make sense? Well, let's take a look here. We've got an uptrend on the high time frame. We've got an uptrend on the middle time frame. Okay, that's one piece of the puzzle. We've got trend across multiple time frames, right? So that's actually two. We've got trend, we've got multiple time frame confirmation. Okay, how about momentum? Momentum is down on the high time frame and momentum is down on the middle time frame. So that's not a perfect situation, is it? That is, you know, two opposing forces, trend and momentum, sort of colliding with each other, right? You've got trend going up, momentum going down, and you're sort of colliding. That usually causes sideways movement. Makes sense, right? What do we want the charts to look like in order to take this trade? See this CCI indicator? This is the Commodity Channel Index. The Commodity Channel Index, when it crosses above positive 100, means that you have a strong momentum to the upside. If it breaks below negative 100, it means you have strong momentum to the downside. So here we're in an uptrend on the middle time frame with very strong momentum going down. So what does that mean? What could happen in a situation where you have an upward trend? Let's zoom in on this. What could happen? Okay. What could happen when you have an upward trend with force to the downside? Something like this could happen, right? Comes down, pulls up, doesn't quite make it past comes here and then does this. That is a possibility. Now, look what we have here. We've got a demand zone right here. So it's very possible that in this scenario, upward trend with downward momentum, it's very possible that this scenario happens, right? We make a move up, and there's just all this momentum is so strong to the downside, it pushes price down further. Where's it going to push it to? Well, possibly this demand zone here. This is an imbalance point between buyers and sellers. That's what a demand zone is. So right in here, you've got a lot of buyers. How do we know that? Well, from the formation of these candles, this is a drop base rally that broke through structure. There and there. Very strong. So when price returns to this area, it's very possible that there are still enough buyers to do this. Okay? That is a possibility. That is a possibility. So what do you do? Well, you have to wait. You have to wait for this pullback to take place. You've got a move up, a pullback down. When we're in this area, then we can start looking for some sort of a move. What would that look like? A move up, a break above positive 100, and then maybe a retest or a pullback into some sort of new demand zone that was formed. And then this is where we would take our trade to the upside. Okay? And maybe it gets stuck there and it does something like this. As long as we're breaking structure, we are good to go. Right? As long as we're breaking structure, we are good to go for the continuation of taking demand zones to the upside. That is the pattern recognition that you're looking for every single day. All right? Okay. Good lesson there. Let's remove this and put our TrendCloud back on the chart here. There we go. And that's what we're looking for on crude oil. So, not doing anything. If we get a breakout to the upside here, if we get a breakout to the upside on crude oil, and CCI breaks above positive 100 here, then we can take the retest of this opening range. And you can see right here, what we have forming is a little demand zone right here. Okay? And then you can take that to a target. So that's the plan. So we'll leave that on there, and we're going to wait. We're going to wait for some sort of a breakout and a cross above positive 100 on that CCI indicator. All right, micro gold. Micro gold is already open. Let's clear the charts. And we're going to go over to the 15-minute chart here. And we're going to put the 15-minute opening range. And guys, the TrendCloud system, okay, the TrendCloud system comes with all of these tools. This is everything that you need to trade the opening range breakout. Everything you need to trade the opening range breakout on the futures markets, okay? That is specifically why we built this. And it's going to color coordinate your charts for you. If you see green across the charts, well, you know you're going long, right? So right off the bat, I know, okay, we've got an uptrend on the 4 hour, an uptrend on the 1 hour, and we've got an uptrend on the 15-minute as well. Here's the opening range. We are still waiting to break out of that opening range there. Let's see here. Yep. We've got enough volume, over 20,000 in volume. Anything under 20,000, you know, and I would just be cautious if anything under 20,000 in volume. All right. So we do have momentum and trend on our side. And that means we might be getting, and there we are getting these TrendCloud signals here to the upside. But be careful because let's go out to the daily. On the daily, we are approaching that, you know, this level here. Okay, so we're definitely looking for a target here. I would put it right there. We don't know what's going to happen when we hit this, right? Because all of this from here to here, that is one big giant supply zone. We don't know what's going to happen. I think what it's going to look like is it's going to look like silver. It's going to look like, look at silver. It's going to sort of look like this, right? We're going to have a whole bunch of indecision. Supply zone, supply zone, supply zone, supply zone, supply zone. It all pushes price back down, right? All pushing price back down, just like on silver. So, you know, how do we get in on this? Well, we are at the top of a cycle here. And you can see here, let's turn this off and recalculate. There we go. That's pretty far away. There's plenty of money to be made on gold to the upside. All right. Plenty of money to be made on gold going to the upside here. Now, let's see here. Right here, here's the candle that broke structure here. It's actually there, right? We can take a small risk on this here. All of this is a sideways movement, though. Let me show you here and here. Okay, so all this in here is sideways, and I don't like that. I don't like taking zones that are inside of a consolidated move. In fact, it's really from here. It was from here to here, right? And didn't quite make it, broke to the upside. So we're there, pulls back, and just goes sideways. Okay, so until this breaks through here, okay, we cannot bring this line to here. All right. We've got to keep it here. This right here is the extreme level, because all of this is sideways movement. But we're almost there. And we do have momentum on our side. We are going to run into some resistance here. So what do? Well, you can take a small chance on this stuff here. We do have a signal, right? We have multiple signals here to the upside, but it didn't really do anything, did it? These are all momentum-based signals. All right, these are all momentum-based signals, and they work off of higher time frame momentum. That's what these signals are. As long as the trend is up and the momentum is up on both your time frames, middle and higher, you can take these signals, and they work very well. They're very accurate. So, unfortunately, we missed it, right? Because the entry on the very last one is right here. Get rid of that. Here's the last entry right here. And it seems to be right on that line. What line is that? Previous day's high. Okay, so it's hitting that previous day's high and making the move up. So if you wanted to take a chance on that, a small chance, you could do that, maybe 2 contracts. Okay, to take the full length would look like that. Go back to the 15-minute. If you wanted to tighten that up, you can definitely take it right there. And that's $100. That's $100 risk. Okay. And basically what this is, here is your demand zone. Price came down, hit that demand zone, and now it's moving up. Okay. So you can take it here. If it pulls back into this area, it's only $100. You could add to your position and maybe have 4 contracts and then make the move up. There's a few different ways you can approach this, right? There's a few different ways that you could approach this. Or anything that crosses below here, it takes you out, and then you could get back in. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it did pull back enough to put us into the trade. All right. And we are cycling down here. So if we can survive this cycle, we have a great chance of this moving forward. All right, so we're pulling back. We could add to the position if we get, back down below here into this demand zone, but it might just take off without doing that because we're in the opening range. It might just take off. And this would definitely be our target up here. Let's drag right there. Okay, that would definitely be our target. All right. Let's go over here and take a look at, go back to the micro crude. 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart is up. Middle time frame is up. And we need the 5-minute. Okay. 5-minute opening range. And there we go. Breaking out to the downside. Get rid of all that. So we're breaking out to the downside on crude oil. And that makes sense because look at all of the downward signals we're getting. Cycling down, momentum is down. Momentum is down on the middle time frame, and we're cycling down on that 5-minute chart. Well, where is this thing heading to? Very possible heading right to here, right? There you go. Whoops, I'm sorry. There you go. Possible heading to that 5-minute demand zone. Retesting this area, right? Retesting that area. What do we need? Can we take this here? Can we take this zone? If you took this zone, here's with all this momentum to the downside, here's the possibility. Comes down, hits this, pulls back up, and does this. That is the situation you're putting yourself in when you don't have momentum on your side. That doesn't necessarily mean that this could fail, right? And do this. But that is definitely a possibility. What we want to see, right? What we want to see is this. And at this point, if this happens, momentum will cross back above positive 100, and we can continue to take this trade to the upside. So right here at this point, trying to find some sort of zone in this scenario is the safest. This would be aggressive. This would be aggressive. This would be conservative. So this is an aggressive 15-minute chart. So here's the 5-minute. Go out to the 15, and it's really nothing. It's just a drop in a rally, right? Let's open this up. Aha, look left. Structure leaves clues. What do we have here? Rally base rally right at an area right? This is previous resistance can become support, right? It pulled up here, bounced off. Resistance, 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 breaks through. Comes all the way back down, support, okay? Previous resistance, right here. Previous resistance is becoming support. Very possible. I like that scenario better for a, some sort of reaction. And look at the risk to reward here. It's much better, isn't it? Look at that. We can even take the full rally-based rally here. I don't have a problem putting that scenario on the chart. How's our gold doing? Very nice. Okay. Very nice. Let's hope that we get a nice breakout here now on gold and start heading towards that target. So in the gold trade, we took the 5-minute TrendCloud signal right here, and we're breaking out to the upside. So we took this TrendCloud signal, and this was, let's see here. That's the 15-minute chart. We have trend and momentum across multiple time frames. That is the only time you're allowed to take your TrendCloud signals. You must have trend and momentum on multiple time frames in order for you to take those TrendCloud signals. And it's working out very nicely. We did this yesterday on gold. and made some money, did very well. Back over to crude oil, micro crude. All right. And it's heading down to this area, heading down to this area. So we're going to bypass the 5 minute, the 5 minute demand zone right here. We'll make that another color. We'll make that a different color, green. How about that? There you go. So we're saying it's going to go a little bit past this 5 minute zone. If you see a zone on the higher time frame, like in this case, we're looking at a 5 minute zone, looks really good. Always go out to the 15 minute, always go out to the 15 minute and look at it, because on the 15 minute, it's nothing. Higher time frame always takes precedence. The higher time frame will always be stronger than the smaller time frame. Okay? You don't know which one is going to work. You'll never know which one is going to work, but you can. So the only thing that you can do, you never know which one is going to work. So the only thing that you can do is choose the best supply and demand zone. Choose the best support and resistance level. Choose the best formation. Okay? That is all you can do in technical analysis. You'll never know. So a lot of times people get confused and they just, they think that they could figure out, oh, well, let me try to devise my trade plan around 5 minute zones because I see the majority of the 5 minute zones working. Well, that's back tested. If that's back tested data, then that's what you do. But you'll drive yourself crazy, because I'm sure there's just as many 5 minute zones that will work as 15 minute zones, okay, or 1 hour zones, over 15 minute zones. So you just never know. You just never know. That's why this number right here, the risk amount, is super important. You want to make sure that everything on your chart is perfect. And it is not, there's no question, there's no doubt in your mind that trend is up across multiple time frames, momentum is up across multiple time frames, and we have the best scenario going on for our trade. That's the only time to take a trade, guys. And when you're not trading, you're investing. When you're not trading, you're investing, okay? And what do I mean by that? Well, you're looking for good, solid companies to invest in, right? When do you buy your stock options? When do you buy those call options, like a year out? That's an investment style of accumulating stocks. When do you do that? Well, you can do that by using TrendCloud and looking at your crossovers here. Okay, let's put there we go. All right. So micro crude pulling back into this rally base rally here. And we're going to bypass that 5 minute zone. All right, we're cycling down. This is our timing indicator, right? And it is pulling down. And so what we're looking for is for price to go a little bit past that 5 minute zone, hit the 15 minute zone. It's going to look like this, right? And then when it starts to bounce out, we're going to see this happen on our cycle indicator. All right. And we're going to look for that pattern. We're going to be in the trade here, but we're going to look for this pattern, which is trend reversal, right? This right here is what a trend reversal pattern looks like. Burn that into your brain. And then what do? We look for the next move, right? And then we're going to count the waves, right? So right here, when you get that reversal, that's 1, 2, 3, pull back 4, move up 5, right there, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once you get to the 5th wave, okay, once you get to that 5th wave, that's when your trend cloud indicator will start to turn ice blue right here. So I made sure to color coordinate everything on that chart. Hey, what's going on, Hitch? Hey, no worries, my friend. You can always watch the replay. So once you get to that 5th wave, and everything, we label it for you, right? Your trend cloud is going to label it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's labeling it for you. You don't have to do that, but you can still count, right? You can still count the waves. And once you get into that 5th wave, candles turn ice blue. And what happens? Well, this is like the light on the gas light on your car. This is like the gas light on your car going on, and you have to pull back into the gas station. Where's the gas station? It's always below the 50 simple. Okay? So you had to pull in down here to recalculate. And you can see the number 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 going sideways, recalculated, and now it's starting the count again. Okay? 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. That means sideways movement. 1, 2, move to the downside. Okay, so we might get one more push down to retest this area, and then a nice move up like this. That's the scenario we're looking for on micro crude. Yeah, on Mara, 1 month back. Wow, holy cow. Hitch, that's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Let's go take a look at it. I think our notes are still on there. Let's go over to our stock list. Oh, I don't have it on here. Maybe it's still on there. Let's go see. Stocks, MARA, Marathon Digital Holdings, right? Wow, look at that. And you were looking at the daily chart. Yep. Beautiful. Let's make sure we put that on our stock chart. Add Mara to stock list. There we go. Now we're on there. Wow, a lot of volume. That has the most volume in our stock list here. Let's take a look at this 1 hour chart. Yeah, there's some notes here. Look at that. Look at that. Wow, unbelievable. 180%. 180%. And here's the lines that we drew, right? Here's the lines that we drew. Here's a TrendCloud signal. And I guess what we were saying is we were right here at the time, and we were saying pull back, break above, and that's exactly what it did. Here's your signal. Boom. Wow. Hitch. So Hitch was using TrendCloud to accumulate stocks that he believes in. And when you apply that approach to an investment style of trading, you're never going short, right? So we don't short stocks that we believe in, right? We don't short stocks that we believe in. We accumulate, right? We accumulate stocks that we believe in. So if we take a look here, we're looking at Marathon Digital Holdings, right? We're seeing all this. We believe in this company. We want to own this company. Well, Chris, what happened? We're in the red here. The trend is down. Yeah. So it's on sale, right? So this is on sale all through here, and it went down into this right here, drop base rally, right? We've got TrendCloud signals here confirming the demand zone. You can see drop base rally here, and we looks like we were talking about this area. This is a gap fill. We were looking for the gap fill on Marathon Digital Holdings right here. Then the gap fill took place between here and here, right? There's your gap fill. And look at that. Came down, hit that gap fill. So if you were looking at the option chain, you would be looking at this right in here. You'd be looking at this option chain in here. Unbelievable. And then you get another move, get another gap up, and we said, well, it filled this gap. What about filling this gap, right? And that's exactly what it did. It pulled back from here, pulled back, filled this gap, right? Went a little bit further down, and a lot of buyers came in here. So this is an imbalance right in here between buyers and sellers, and you've got more buyers in here. So Hitch was looking at he was looking at the option chain in here, I believe, somewhere. And there you go. So unbelievable, man. Wow. This thing just took off like a rocket. What the heck happened? There must have been some news or something. Right here, it didn't quite fill the gap here, but it did pull back. It did pull back again here as well, didn't it? Right there. So we know, so just by looking at this, the last three pullbacks came either really close to filling the gap or did fill the gap. Here's another gap, right? Here's another gap. We might get a pullback into this area here for another move up, but my goodness, unbelievable. So just knowing technical analysis, just having a system like TrendCloud on your chart, you're going to be able to find stuff like this, just like Hitch did. You're going to be able to find situations like this that are buying opportunities, and buying opportunities are investment opportunities. So when you have a system that's objective and it's on your chart, use it. Okay. So this is a done for you system already for accumulating wealth, for accumulating stocks that you want to be a part of. And it's simple to use. Okay. So everything is color coordinated for you. Beautiful job. Up 180%. Coin up 150%. The holidays too. Yeah, that's right. It's still lightly being traded too. Possible to go up even more. Coin. Let's go take a look at Coin. Is that Coinbase? Yeah. Okay. Here is the daily chart of Coinbase. This thing is so strong, it's not even pulling back into the trend cloud, right? Because usually what we see is here's the consolidation. Here's your consolidation pattern right here. TrendCloud gives you the signal. Here's the crossover, right? Because we believe in Coinbase and we don't want to short it, right? Right here was a nice buying opportunity. Trend became extended. Here's the crossover. Start accumulating. And what did it do? It went sideways for quite a while, didn't it? Here's the crossover. And I mean, that's really, let's make that gray. So you might have bought Coinbase using TrendCloud right here. And, look, it just went sideways. It just went sideways for months, right? Broke to the upside, pulled back. This is what's called a box inside of a box, right? Went sideways again. TrendCloud signal. Here's your crossover. You always buy on the crossover, okay? So right here, buy it right here, start accumulating, and this thing just never took off. So the crossover took place on November 2nd, 2023, okay, right here. So if you started accumulating coin or Coinbase Global, which is a NASDAQ stock, if you started accumulating in November, well, you did very well, okay? You did very well. And these are the buying opportunities that really produce long-term wealth, especially if you're buying those call options, especially if you're buying those call options. All righty. Well done, Hitch. Well done, buddy. That is a real accomplishment. That is something really to be proud of there. But you have to have a system to do that, right? You've got to have a system in place to see those opportunities. I mean, otherwise, if you would just be buying, you can maximize your profit potential by using an investment system. Because if you're buying here, or the majority of people, what they do, right? The novice, what does the novice do? They talk to guys like Hitch, and and they're like, "Oh man, Hitch is making all this money on Coin, man. Go check out COIN, man. You go check out Coin, check out Mara, man. He made a ton of money. Oh yeah, I better buy it." And they're buying it up here. They're buying. So so people might be buying this thing right now, and what's going to happen? It's going to pull back. It's going to go on sale, right? And start doing this, and they're going to panic sell. They're just going to keep selling. They're going to keep selling, but guys like Hitch are going to say, buy, 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 right? He's going to say, hey, you know what? This is a consolidation pattern, and I know that this thing likes to fill gaps, and I know that I'm in a previous level of demand here. I'm going to wait for that TrendCloud crossover signal to take place right there, and I'm going to start buying. And what happens? Buy, 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 right? So the TrendCloud will give you that signal right in here, just like it did here. I mean, all you have to do is go back and look, right? Buying opportunity, right? Buying opportunity. Buying opportunity. Okay. Now, right here, it really took a dump, right? Down, down, down. Here's the crossover, buying opportunity. And then it pulled back and went sideways. And then it went down a little bit. But we believe in the company. And you can see it doesn't crash, right? It does pull back. It's not like trading, guys, okay? It's not like trading futures where, a move from here to here is devastating, right? That's what makes trading really dangerous, which is why you have to watch your risk management, right? We like to make money. We don't like to lose money. So buying opportunity, right? Sideways, extended trend, your radar should go up. Your radar should go up. This is a company that I want to accumulate, and the trend is extended to the downside. If you want to get aggressive, you can start buying, the yellow candles here. You can start buying those yellow candles. Here's the more conservative entry. Start buying, start accumulating, right? Right here. Sideways, sideways, start accumulating right here. Green candles, breaks out, sideways, start accumulating, boom, big breakout. This is where you make your money, right? So that's how we accumulate stocks. Excellent. 150%. Wow. So Hitch got in on a stock on Mara at 180% increase and 150% increase on Coinbase. Unbelievable. If I had the little applause GIF, I would be putting that up. That's what I got. I got to start getting those. I've got to start getting creative with my live stream here. I got to start getting creative with my live stream. That is the project for this weekend. We're going to put together. Some fun stuff for our live stream. And I'm going to be using StreamYard to live stream. And I don't know if the signal is going to go out over TradingView. It might. It still might, because you have the capability of doing that. But we'll see. It might be a little different, but I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be better. Either way, we'll be live streaming to YouTube and Twitter, and also Facebook, I believe. Yeah, we'll be live streaming to those 3 platforms plus TradingView, and we're going to put that together over the weekend. All right, let's get back and check out our green list here. Hey, we're still in gold here. Beautiful. Look at that, guys. Okay, so we're still in our gold trade. Never got into the crude oil trade. That is still open. Let's remove those drawings. Get back to the 4-hour chart. Okay. 4-hour, 1 hour, 15-minute. Yeah, still have the opportunity to pull back and get into that crude oil trade. Gold, again, TrendCloud signals working out nice on gold, right? Trend and momentum is on our side, and we got into the gold trade right here on that 5-minute chart. There you go. There's the 5-minute entry right here. I'm sorry, 5-minute entry right here. Here's your 5-minute entry that we got in on right here, right at 8:55 in the morning. Right there. This is actually the previous day's high as well. If you remember, that's what we were looking at. And it is making a move, right? Trying to make that move back up to here. All right. So when you have perfect conditions, that's when you take the trade, right? That's when you take the trade. Okay, and we can take this consolidation here. Got a nice break above. And remember, this is micro gold, so we're looking at that 15-minute opening range. And we're going to put our stop loss right below that 15-minute consolidation pattern, and we'll take a chance, right? We'll take a chance on this. We got two targets here. We got two contracts. So what we can do now is we can do something like this. Sell one, right? Take off half our position right there, and let the other one run. Because we want to make money, right? We want to make money on this. If we break below here, we have an opportunity down here to get back in to this trade. Very good. Very, very good. Oh, hey, Krishnan, what's up, buddy? Good morning, Krishnan. We had a great celebration. A lot of fun. Family is always good, right? Family and fun, always good over the holidays. CLSK, Clean Spark, an AI play. Wait for a pullback. Up 160%. My goodness. Yeah, nothing like family, right? Now my whole family's back in New York, and so we had to do the FaceTime thing, you know. We had to do the FaceTime thing. FaceTime and texting, not as good as actually being there, right? But I did not make it back to New York this year. Let's see here. CL. All right, one more. We'll do one more. CLSK. Clean Spark, another NASDAQ stock. Kablamo. Look at that. Daily chart. Very strong to the upside. Yeah. Okay. So again, look at this, guys. So here's daily chart. Let's recalculate. Right. We want to accumulate this stock here. We've got accumulation signals here, right? Here's a crossover, accumulate, crossover, accumulate. These signals are working out very well on Clean Spark. Let's put that on the list. To our stocks, right? Breaks below, people are panicking. People are selling this thing, they're panicking, they're jumping out, and we're saying this thing is on sale. We like the fundamentals on Clean Spark, and we want to be a part of this thing. So where do we get in? Well, start looking for those consolidation patterns here, going down, consolidating, crossover to the breakout, accumulate. 2 plus signs in a row here, this little accumulation, right? If you look at this on the lower time frame, you'll see accumulation, right? Accumulation, and you can see the overlap, right? Here are the overlaps. Here, overlap, right? Interesting how those overlaps, make nice areas of to pull back to, right? Very simple to do, very simple technique to do. So there you go. Virtual celebration. That's right, Krishna. Virtual celebration. Unfortunately, you don't get the home cooked meal, right, Krishnan? You don't get the home cooked meal in the virtual. So you got to make do with what you got. So yeah, get back to gold here. Okay, gold is we're it's still working out, right? Still doing well. The gold trade is working out. We're just going to have to wait it out, right? Nice small little move on gold, but the target is this, right? Let's clear the chart and go out to that 4 hour. Here's the 1 hour view. Here's the 1 hour view of gold. You guys get the picture. Up here, this is all supply up here, right? But we've got a ways to go. So we took the opening range breakout. We took the signal on gold. We had a nice TrendCloud signal on that 5 minute right in here. 5 minute signal. Here's gold. Here's the 5 minute right here. Here was the signal at 8:55 in the morning, right there. We took the trade right there. And our stop loss is just below the wicks of the candles that formed on the opening range, right? Makes sense, right? That makes sense. That makes sense. So we kind of have this situation going on, right? Between here and here. Pretty wide. So this thing might bounce around, but if it comes up here to the extreme and connects, we'll be out half our position and we'll leave the rest to go up here. Okay, that's how you make a little bit of money here and there in trading, right? When we trade, we're looking for a real unique edge, and when we're not trading, we're investing, right? When we're not trading, we're investing. So we're not going to look for every single signal that comes our way. It's got to be a very specific situation. It's got to be the perfect situation. Uptrend on the high time frame, uptrend on the middle time frame, uptrend on momentum across the same time frames, right? Trend and momentum must be up across those multiple time frames, the 4 hour and 1 hour. Then you can take your TrendCloud signals on that 5 minute chart and start looking for the break to the upside. And that's what we're getting here. So we have a really good chance of this working out and playing out. We just have to let it play out. So, all right, guys, it's the top of the hour, 10 a.m. My voice is getting cracked. So I will say farewell for now. Good job, everybody. Kristen, good to see you. Hitch, great to see you. Good job on accumulating those stocks. And I will see you guys tomorrow at 9 a.m. Take care, everyone. Have a great day.